Hey, beautiful people. A very happy Ganesh Chaturthi to one and all. May the Lord of the divine source, I would say, and the purity take away all our vignas, that is the obstacles of life. May everybody have a good, healthy life and a happy life ahead. And let's welcome Lord Ganesha. And I wish you all a very happy Navratris also, which we will be heading to also this month. And it's a beautiful month, and I have a very happy September. So, what exactly is in store for one and all? I will be sharing my insights on this month's video that is about September 2022. And lot many things are happening as usual. I'll be sharing through the presentation what exactly is happening in the initial summary part. So stick on, and I'll be sharing one by one as to what are the planetary positions, what do they mean, in general, for everybody. And then specifically, I'll be taking up in the letter segment, that is the 12 sign wise predictions, ascendant or the moon sign or the dasha. Yes, I think by now you must be aware that I take up the dasha as well, because that's also a very important factor to check. And also, yes, we have Pitru Paksh that we are heading to from the 10th till the 26th. And I'm going to be just a support for the ones who have the Pitra Dosham. Please contact my team at vlastrology24@gmail.com. There are few slots still available in case you are looking for a Pitra Dosham puja done. So you can get it done at a very nominal fee. I am just getting it done, and my team will connect you with the priest. And there will be a day which will be, picked and chosen mutually, and the priest will be performing online the Tharpana. So do get it done in case you have your parents with you or alive. And you should actually get it done through them. So this is something which is going to help you also if you have a Pitra Dosham. All right. So these are the major, things that we are heading to, and we have a conference, Maharishi Parashara conference also. Please book your slot. Today being the last day of the early bird, if you want to avail it, I think till tomorrow you can do it. That is on the 1st of September. So do it and use the code VL Astrology also to avail further discounts of 10%. So that is something which is very important, where I'll be teaching. Also, I'll be taking a lecture there. So do book yourself there. Enroll yourself, I would say. All right. So what exactly in this month we are heading to? See, we are heading to a few major changes. Number one being, as usual, Sun will be ingressing in the sign of Virgo and will be an Avrohi Graha. I'll be sharing what does it mean. And then we have Mercury turning retrograde. So before the 10th of September, if you have to make any decisions related to your contract signing, any agreement, or any kind of travel plans, you can make it before. You can travel during the Mercury retrograde, but try booking your itinerary, plan your itinerary before that. And in case you have to buy some gadgets also, you can do that before that. And also we have Mars ingress in Mrigahirsha also this month. And Rahu Ketu will be changing the Navmansh position, as well as Jupiter is changing, not Saturn. So this is what the month will be looking like. And also we have festivals, that is Ganesha Visarjan. And that is on the 9th of September. So pray to Lord Ganesha and chant Om Ganganapataye Namo Namaha Om, chant 408 times every day till the time this is specifically, during the Ganesha, when Ganesha is brought home. So this is the 10 days of Ganesha. He's taking away all our miseries, and from all the sides of the as per the Vastu, as we say, there are so many 10 directions. So we are going to be getting away from all the the negative energies from the sides. So that is the reason, we should worship Lord Ganesha during these 10 days time. And then we are heading to Pitru Paksha, and then we are heading to lastly Navratris. Navratris are the 9 nights of the goddess. So after the father's 9 nights, then we are heading to the mother's 9 nights, which is considered to be a very pious time. So we have to seek blessings of the mother as well. So this is what is the month looking like. So let me start sharing through the slides, through the presentation as to what exactly is happening. It'll make you clearer about the planetary transits. And then I will be heading to the sign wise prediction in the letter segment. So let's start with the presentation. So please pardon me if there is a glitch or it's taking time, because these are all live sessions. All right. So this is what, yeah. So this is what the bookings that I have mentioned. So you can just book yourself with this. So to start with, we are heading to Sun's transit. I hope my image is not blocking. Otherwise, I will just switch off my camera. So Sun is going to be ingressing in the sign of Virgo. That is only after the 17th of September. And before that, it's going to be in its own zone, that is Leo. And here, when Sun is in the Leo sign, we do have to understand that you are having a lot of energy, creativity. And this is also the time to express yourself, relationship, family, promote performance. And also, if you want any kind of name and fame recognition, so you should be opting for that. And here you must see that there is a very positive aspect of Mars also, because Mars is energy. So when Mars is looking at this zone, so it is going to give you that energy, you know, in all these zones. And this Sun will be also conjunct Venus till the 17th of September, and then Venus stays on, and then Sun moves into the Virgo sign. So when Virgo in the Virgo ingress, it is going to be Avarohi Graha. Avarohi Graha is when a planet is moving into its sign of debility after this. So this sign, it is going to be, is it not visible? Can anybody confirm that you can see the screen? If you're not able to, then please let me know. So if there is a problem in your, any kind of relationship issues, so you will be able to resolve them. But when Sun is going into the Avarohi, that is in Virgo sign, then it is going to be in Libra sign after that. So its movement is called the Avarohi. So then Sun in Virgo will be giving you some kind of devotion towards your work. Your efficiency will increase. You will promote competency. You will become more into problem solving and being a leader. Use the leadership skills of yours, and this will definitely be positive for you. And in case you are having any kind of technical issues, you will be resolving that as well. But be careful, Mercury will be retrograde. I'll be coming to that as well. In case you are having any kind of plans to promote the people around you or hire employees, so you should be doing that during this time. And this is going to be a very positive time for the leaders or on the whole across the globe. This is definitely going to be. And if you can see, the next chart shows Sun's ingress in the sign of Virgo. So this is going to be giving you some positive energy as well over there. So this is also going to be a very positive time for relationship again and planning anything important. Sorry about, there was a call. Now coming to the next one, that is, next slide says Mars is ingress. Now Mars is in Taurus sign, as we all know. I've made a separate video, elaborate video. Please do watch that video. From here, Mars is also aspecting the Leo sign. It's also aspecting the Scorpio sign, and also aspecting the Sagittarius sign, as you can see. So when Mars is aspecting the Leo sign, it's going to be aspecting Venus and Sun to start with, and then Sun leaves the zone. So when Mars is in Taurus, so you will have some inclination towards stability. Actually, you want to be very cautious about your family values, increasing your financials. You can be having a lot of responsibility during this time. So utilize this transit, because you are going to be very resistant to the change also. You might become very stubborn also during this time. So this is something which you have to be cautious about. Now, there is another aspect involved, that is this Venus is being aspected by Mars. So this brings about a lot of energy in relationships. So you might have some kind of changes related to your relationship, your chemistry, your bonding with people might change overall, because and Venus is the glam industry, Venus is the artistic bent of mind, creativity. So it's going to be aspecting this Venus for, till the 24th, when Venus leaves and goes into the Neecha sign. So Venus is also our Rohi. Now here, one more thing is happening is that Mars is going to be switching the nakshatras. From Rohini, the creative nakshatra, it's going to be in the Mrigahirsha nakshatra. So you might have a lot of double the impact of Mars. So you will have a lot of aggression. People will see a lot of aggressive energy. And that's why, I've seen people, many places there is a lot of rainfall also because of Mars being in Rohini. So things will subside once Mars enters the Mrigahirsha nakshatra, and no event takes place on the day of the event, remember, of the transit. No event takes place. So that is something which I keep repeating, because people say that nothing is working, nothing is happening. So you have to be very careful about the energies related to that as well. Somebody is saying that you can't see. So let me switch off my camera if at all you can't see the screen. Now here, this is also the time when Mrigahirsha nakshatra from 24 September till the 4th of December is going to get active. This is a very erratic movement of Mars, because Mars is going to be having a lot of energy and a lot of it's having a long stay in Taurus, because it's going to go in Gemini, then coming back to this zone for a month, it will be in Gemini, and then retrograde and comes back to this zone. So this is forming a strong connectivity here with the sign of Taurus. So this is also bringing about a lot of stubbornness and conservativeness as well in people. All right. Coming to the next slide, which shows that Venus is going to be transiting through the Leo sign and will be transiting through the Virgo sign as well. You can note the dates now, and now I can switch on the camera because it's like not getting connected with my audience. So as you can see, we have Rahu as well as Mars aspect on the Leo sign. So this is a very important one, because you see, when Venus is in Leo sign, your self-expression, your creativity, your performance must have been very good, because it's since the 31st of August, it's transiting here, in Leo. And by the time you watch this video, during the whole month of, September, you will get to know what exactly is happening. I've made a separate video of Venus transit into Leo sign as well. It is very, very important again, because you will be performing very well during this time in relationship also. You're very relationship focused, relationship oriented, and you're very confident in your problem solving things. And here you can see that, Mars is also aspecting here. So there is a lot of energy to do with your creativity. When Mars is looking at Leo sign, it is looking at Sun, it's looking at Venus. So a lot of energy in the Leo sign. So very good for progeny, relationship, romance, creative energies. They are going to aggravate. But this Venus is an Avarohi Graha, as was Sun. So when Venus is in Leo sign, it is moving towards its sign of debility. So as you can see here in the second chart, Venus, Sun, Mercury are in the sign of, in the sign of Virgo. So this will bring about a lot of energy towards efficiency. You will be more inventive, you will be more competent, and you will want to improve yourself in the relationship especially. But you must understand that in the natural zodiac, it's the 7th lord in the 6th house, in the 12th house from itself. So this will bring about a lot of confusion in relationships simultaneously. There is a Neechbhanga also forming because of Mercury in the sign. But at the same time, Neechbhanga, somebody had asked, what is Neechbhanga? Neechbhanga is when a planet who exalts in a particular sign, there is another planet which debilitates there, and they are together in that particular zone. So Mercury exalts in Virgo and Venus debilitates here. And the positive thing is that Jupiter is also looking here. So this will bring about a lot of energy and competence again. You will be having a lot of imagination, and meticulous planning is going to be done. So you should be laying foundations during this time, but be careful about your relationship questions also. What is your bonding with the person, you're dating or you're meeting or you're with your partner. So all that you have to also figure out and work through. Overall, it is a good transit when Venus is going to be in the Virgo sign because of the Mercury stay there. Mercury is going to be there, throughout when Venus is in the sign of Virgo. All right. And the dates are here. So you can make a note of the dates also. And then we move on to the next one. That is Mercury. So Mercury is going to be, let me just switch off the camera for a while so that you can see. Okay. See, Mercury is going to be in Virgo sign. It's exaltation place from the 21st of August till the 26th of October. Long transit again, very erratic, because Mars and Mercury, they both are in the erratic movement. They do not do well if they are in a particular zone for a long. But Mercury being in its own sign, exalted, definitely very positive. And in case you are planning something related to your job, related to your contract signing, PR, visa, travels, anything, you must understand that this is the time for making decisions and doing the things right now, because then Mercury will be turning retrograde from the 10th of September till the 2nd of October, and then will be in the retrograde period for a long time again. So you have to be very cautious when you are dealing with people, when you're dealing with the gadgets, when you're planning anything related to your work or your communication. You have to be really very careful about all these things, because this will be the time when you will be making some decisions related to your your workplace, because it is also the sign which is a very meticulous sign. So this is also going to be promoting competence. This will also be making some improvement in your case, because this is the time when you will be actually focused on how you can deal with people and very organized in an organized way. So communication is the key. How you can communicate with people, how you can be more efficient, how you can be more organized. Don't be too lazy. So this is all what is going to be enhanced for one and all. And the intensity will vary when I will be taking up the sign-wise readings. Okay. So this is what is about Mercury. And then we move on to the festivals this month. So we have a Ganesha Visarjan that is on the 9th of September. And Pitru Paksha starts from the 10th of September after the Ganesha Visarjan. I wish you all a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi again. And we do have the Tarpana. If you want to do the Tarpana, you can go in for the bookings. As I've said, there are a few slots which are available. So you can just go and book for yourself the slots. And we do have a Navratris, the 9 nights of the goddess. You can see the image of goddess Durga here. So you can propitiate goddess Durga also. All right. And not to forget, Jupiter is in Pisces and Saturn is in Capricorn. North node, that is the Rahu energy is in Aries, and we have Ketu in Libra. Now there are certain dates again I'm mentioning. Rahu will be in Libra, Navmansha from the 1st till the 23rd, and will enter Virgo Navmansha from the 24th of this month to the 20th of October. Ketu will be in Aries and will be moving into Pisces. All right. Then we have Saturn in Leo Navmansha all throughout. That is the major thing. And then we have Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. So you are going to be promoting a lot of imagination, dreams, globalization during this time, which is very positive. And there is a very strong energy to be forgiving. So the more you forgive, the better it gets, because this is also denoting the 9 nights, we are heading to. So this is also very, very positive for that. This Jupiter's ingress in the Pisces sign. And when Sun is ingressing in the Leo sign and then moves into the Virgo sign, so we have the Pitru Paksha also. So you can go in for the Pitru Tarpana also. All right. So this is it, I think. And Jupiter is going to be in Libra Navmansha from the 24th of August till the 23rd of September. And from the 23rd of September to 20th of October, Jupiter is going to be in Virgo Navmansha, which I will be covering in this video as to what you can do. I will be actually telling you what exactly is this particular transit of Jupiter going to bring you all related to the grace. Actually, this is the grace, which is actually, and we do have 3 retrograde planets altogether: Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, which is again very, very important. All right. So this is what is the month like. These are all the dates, and please make a note. And this will definitely be bringing about some changes, major changes this month, and towards positive, definitely towards positive. So don't think that, only negative is coming your way. It is a very strong and a very positive month. So let's move on to the full moon and the new moon dates. I'll just switch off my camera. You can make a note. Now, this is the time for the new beginnings. New moon is new beginnings. Full moon is the culmination energy. Okay, it is happening in the Aquarius sign, Purva Bhadra. So again, very important for new innovations. Aquarius is a sign of new relationship, new friendships, new something new which is going to start. So when it is going to be in the full moon is going to be in the Aquarius sign. So definitely it is going to be a very important one to start something new, something fresh. Okay, new friendships, new relationship, new partnerships, new innovative ideas will definitely be, you will be getting. When it is a new moon time, so this is like, you are going to be focused on planning everything, because it's in the Virgo sign. So you will have that, how you can channelize your energy towards the efficiency, service, how you can be helpful to others. So this is also the time for the people who have this, the new moon and full moon in their horoscope also. So they should actually be donating something in white, something in, sugar, rice, or milk, or, curd, anything which is in white, or clothes in white, silver, all that you can donate on the new moon and the full moon days. So these are the dates. Please make a note, keep them by your bedside in the night and donate it in the morning. So that is something which you can be doing every month. I give the dates in the beginning part. So make a note. So this is one remedy. Now I have to give you a remedy related to sun. So for sun, when there is a Sankranthi, when sun ingresses in the sign of, Virgo on the 17th of September. So that is the time when you can actually, perform some rituals, like, you can do the Argya to sun, you can do Om Grini Surya, Yanamha Om chants, you can donate something in yellow if you have a sun which is weak sun. Otherwise, you can also wear something in yellow on the day it transits, and don't make any decisions on the Sankranti, because that is a very, Sankranti is a is a transition phase, like Gandanta. So when there is a Sankranti, which when sun is leaving a particular zone and transiting through the other sign, every month this happens. So you should actually donate, you should actually do something for the needy or the ancestors. That's something which is very important. Also, Mars is going to be changing the nakshatra from Rohini to Mrigahirsha. So to calm yourself down, you should actually wear something in silver. You can calm down if you are very aggressive yourself. If you don't have that passion, that life, that energy, that zeal, then you should wear something in gold, something in copper. You should also consume in the copper tumbler. You can consume in the, you can have a jar full of water full with in that jar, which is made of copper, and then you can drink water, leave it overnight, and have little bit in the morning, and little bit in the afternoon, and little bit in the night. Add that to your life, that copper. You can wear a copper bangle, you can wear a copper necklace, or copper ring, or anything that is denoted by Mars. You can consume honey also, in case you have a lot of issues that you are dealing with related to your vitality, related to your courage, decision making. If you are very slow, you are very confused, you should be doing these remedies as well. But if you're very aggressive, then you should do the opposite. You should actually donate something in red lentils, red, even copper, something like that you should be doing. These remedies are practical remedies. I do give the chants, I do give the mantras, but I give the practical remedies. So you yourself are well equipped, you're independent to do the remedies, So for that reason, I give the very general remedies so that you can do it. Also, we have Venus transiting through Virgo, which is a Neecha. So Neecha as in debilitated. So you should actually be donating if you're having troubles. You have to see the symptoms. If you're having troubles in relationships, so you should start donating something in whites. You should actually be performing rituals related to goddess. You should actually propitiate goddess, or you should do the Shri Suktam. You can read the Shri Suktam. You can recite, or you can listen to that also, or anything related to goddess Lakshmi. If you will do so, your life becomes better for sure. Okay, you're doing something, you're not getting success, all that is Venus, so you have to do the remedies accordingly. So if you're not having the symptoms, don't do the remedies. You should donate only, to the girl child. If Mercury is afflicted, Mercury is going to go retrograde, so donate to the girl child, to your siblings, especially the female counterparts in the family. You should do for them, and you should also, if you have a weak Mercury, you should donate stationery items, books, anything to do with pens, pencils, like that, something related to the stationery goods. So you should be donating all that. All right. So this is it. I think I've given all the remedies. Saturn, Jupiter, that they require some attention, Rahu, Ketu. So that is personalized remedy, so that you can, just get a reading done. And all the slots are taken. I must tell you that all the slots, thankfully, are taken for the month of September and October. Only November slots are left. So if you want to book a reading with me, so only send the money if you are willing to pay for November month. So please don't book your readings unless you check with my team whether the slots are available or not. All right. So for that reason, these are live interactions. The interacting sessions, interactions are live, and that is the reason after talking to you, I give the remedies, the customized remedies. All right. And I always tell my clients, who are here to seek help and advice. I always tell them that if you're going to the doctor, you have been diagnosed with some disease, you must do the treatment. So the line of treatment can be intense. There is a surgical process required, or a paracetamol is done, can do the job. So that is something which I have to check the whole horoscope and talk to you, and then tell you, because I don't do the reading and write-ups and send. No, that actually doesn't make sense. One-way trafficking I don't like. All right. So let's move on to the predictive now. So let's start with Aries people first. So for Aries, as you can see, this Mars is going to be in your second house. Your Lagnesh is going to be in the second house. So you will be very much concerned throughout this month about your money matters. You're going to be actually performing well related to your family issues. You're going to be having a lot of aggression as well. So that aggression, that passive aggression, will be a very a positive thing for you in case you have some kind of troubles related to your people, in your family. So this is something, you have to be very positive about your money and money matters relationship. You will be able to do the remedies if at all you have any kind of affliction of Mars in your natal chart. So please go back and hear the remedial part. I'll be doing the timestamps also if at all not done. And also we can see Saturn is in the place where this exalts. As you can see, Mars exalts here, right? So when Saturn is in the 10th house, there's a lot of workload at your workplace, and you are going to be performing well. You'll be getting promotion in case you're looking for one. And there is a Sun which is in the 5th house. So you have to connect with your children to know what exactly do they want, rather than ignoring things. For student natives, it's a very positive time. In case you have to plan any travels, you can do that before Mercury turns retrograde. Mercury is in your 6th house. So you have to be very meticulously planning everything, organize yourself, have a good connection with your people at the place of work. Be a team leader rather than expecting them to do for you. You should also be doing for them as an authoritative figure. Also, Venus is going to be transiting through your 6th house. So relationship matters might suffer. You have to be dealing with them very carefully, very sensitively, and very very carefully, and you have to deal with them rather than, parting ways and making decisions related to your, separation. Don't be in impulse. If you make decisions in impulse, there will be some complication or the other you have to face. Now, Venus is going to be in the sign of Leo till the 24th of September. So the whole month long, almost, it's going to be in the 5th house. So that is good for your relationship. And also there can be some confusion because of Rahu energy here, especially by the end of this transit, because it is going to be casting the impact at 21 degrees when Venus reaches. So towards the end, 22nd, 23rd of September, be careful about your relationship. Otherwise, it's a beautiful time for starting something new. Creativity is going to increase. You are going to be making decisions related to your finance also. And it is going to be giving you elevation at the place of work as well. And travel plans. Some travel plans are going to be very important, and you're going to be making some important decisions as well during this time. Also, Mars is casting its sight on the 8th house of yours and the 9th house. So anything related to your vitality, your health is going to improve now. You're going to be getting that kind of treatment that you have been looking for, the doctor you have been looking for, because Mars is going to be in Mrigahirsha Nakshatra also this month. So there will be some change which we can anticipate after the 24th as well. But in case you're gaining weight, you will start losing weight in case you want to after the 24th of September. And it is going to be definitely very positive again. Now I'm giving you few dates. You have to be a little extra cautious, or maybe, you can make decisions as per that. First, second is the time when you can be a little confused, or you can be a little aggressive also. So just tone down on that. 3rd to 9th is the time when you will be actually planning everything, carefully. You will be looking into the subject matters of finance. Financials, decision-making is coming your way during the 3rd to the 9th. Health issues are going to be getting better. You're going to be coming out of the health problems. Any kind of travel plans will also culminate, and there are certain decisions that you'll be making, major decisions at the workplace from 3rd to 9th. 10 to the 16th, there can be some aggressive energies, aggressive tendencies at the place of work. You can have complications with the co-workers, with your siblings, neighbors. You can be charged up. But at the same time, your travels, your journeys, whatever you have been planning for, you will be actually taking it up. Also, 10 to the 17th to the 24th, you might be very emotional. You might be very home-oriented, family-oriented, and you might be very authoritative with your own people. So take the help of your family members, and then make decisions. That is definitely going to be helping you. 20th, 25th to the 2nd of October, actually, this is the time when you will be connecting with your children or progeny on cards. In case you have any issues related to your childbirth, so you will be seeking help of the doctor gynae, or you'll be changing the gynecologist, or you will be going to the doctor to get the IVF treatment done, or there will be some treatment you have to take up. And for student natives, it's a very positive time, 25th to this month to the 2nd of October. So any kind of decisions if you have to make related to your travels, to your love relationship, your love life, anything you have to do, that will also be coming into into importance. You will be paying attention, actually. All right. Jupiter is well positioned, being the 9th and the 12th lord, good for travels, good for journeys, shifting out of the place where you are. Some changes, major changes coming your way this month related to your relationship, education, financials. Any new friends will also be joining in, and they'll be helping you out. So make that the best use of. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. For Taurus natives, this transit of this month is going to be very active, very positive. You have a lot of energy. See, Mars is all through going to be in your 1st house, and it's going to be in the nakshatra of Mrigahirsha also from the 24th. So this is going to be giving you a lot of energy to make decisions related to your financials, and your expenditures would be more on your family. So this is definitely going to be giving you some major decision making related to your finance, related to your family, related to your food. Food has to be well planned. Maybe you're going to be taking advice from the dietitian. You're going to be seeking, some kind of fitness regime. You're going to be working through your health, your financials, as well as your relationship. But you have to be calming. You have to have that calming nature as well. Venus is in the Kendra. Mars is looking at the zone. Rahu is looking at the zone in the 4th house. Very emotional. You're very emotional, and it's very good for buying, purchasing a property, anything related to your vehicle change. You can do that. Sign the contracts before Mercury turns retrograde. In case you have to start any education related to the marketing, MBA, or anything related to your profession in the medical background. So this will be definitely bringing about that. You are going to flourish. This is the very beautiful time till the 24th, especially of this month. You're going to be doing really well. In case you have to plan anything related to your purchasing or selling of the property, land, very positive month. Anything to do with your children, in case you have to send them off for higher studies, anything to do with your relationship, your initiation of relationship, very positive. Investments before the 10th, try doing that, because when Mercury is in retrogression, there are upheavals that we go through. We feel even more during the Mercury retrogression. So you have to be really very careful during the Mercury retrograde phase. If it all it does well with you, so this is going to be a beautiful time. But if it doesn't, then it will be giving you troubles at the market trends. Now, Saturn is the luck lord, being in the luck house, so definitely very positive, though it's retrograde. So you have to take care of your health, take care of your father's health as well. And it is definitely very positive for initiation of some new friendships, some new alliances. This month is going to bring about some major changes related to your health, also some physiology change, or maybe, you will be going in for some treatment because Ketu is also in your 6th house. So this is not a good time for driving yourself. Maybe take care of your driving and, just take care of your health, also headaches also, because Mars is in the 1st house. But overall, it's a beautiful time because you have in Kendras, you have positive grahas also in the trines, also very positive grahas. Saturn is your Yogakara graha. So it is going to give you major changes at the workplace as well. Next year onwards, definitely some changes coming your way. So plan it from now itself. Right now, Saturn is giving you too much of, luck factor. It is actually, the luck is very important. Whenever you're in the competition and all, you should actually seek help. Some court case litigation you should avoid. And I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note. Expenditures will increase on the 1st and the 2nd. 3rd to the 6th is good time for getting connected with your partner. Any kind of new project, new association, relationship. You can propose to that person from 3rd to 6th. 7 to the 8th is the time you will be concerned about your money, family, or you will be making some extra expenditures. You can be extravagant, so be careful. 9 to the 10th, you will be meeting new people. Travel plans will culminate. Maybe you will be going in for some look change also. 11 to the 13th is the time when you will be having a lot of connection with your family members, house change, some change in the environment, or maybe, your home environment. You might be shifting out from the place where you are. 14th to the 16th, very good time for getting into any romantic relationship. 17th to the 19th, not that great for as far as your health is concerned. So take care of your health. 20th to the 22nd is a good time for relationship again, but you can be very aggressive. There can be some latent energy which can just erupt. So be careful about that. 22nd to the 24th is the time when you can be having some conflict with the people around you, or there is some, some kind of scandal that can come up. So be careful on the 22nd to the 24th, especially. 25th to the 27th is a very good time for initiation of your travels, initiation of any romance or any adventure trip you want to go ahead with. So that is something very, very positive for you as well. 28th to the 30th is the time when you can be having some change at the place of work, connecting with the female counterparts, taking their help, taking their advice. You can be very innovative as well. So make the best use of this month, and the relationship would flourish as well. Yes, thanks so much. Somebody said nice animations. Yes, I put a lot of effort to make this, and that's the reason, I got late also. I was supposed to do this video yesterday. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, Mercury, your Lagnesh, is going to turn retrograde this month. So on the 10th of this month. So from the 10th of September till the 2nd of October, Mercury is turning retrograde. So something related to your home environment, you yourself, your speech, or maybe you're enhancing your skills. This is definitely going to be giving you some changes. And in case you are planning to, start any education or start any course or any skill enhancement, so you should at least take the initiative and do it before Mercury turns retrograde, because then, it is said that reversals are felt. So it's better that you make decisions before Mercury turns retrograde on the 10th. Also, there is a possibility that you will be traveling during this time. I've seen people from the past, they reappear. Generally, I've seen that you meet your friends during this time from the past. Your ex also comes back to your life. Also, there is a possibility even more when Venus also transits through your 4th house from the 24th of September. But Venus and Sun will be in your 3rd house, and this will bring about some major communication and some with the authorities, influential people. You're going to be meeting people as well, and work-related some travels can be also take place. Children might be having some complications because Ketu is there. Childbirth will be an issue. So you have to take good treatment before, deciding any, family way. If you're planning to, you should be actually seeking advice and help from a good doctor. You might have to change the doctor also. See, Ketu is generally, when Ketu is in the Libra sign, so there is overall people feel the brunt, in their relationship break, or, they can be that, people from the past, they just reappear and try to break your current relationship. So these things I have been hearing also since Ketu has transited through the Libra sign. And also in your, in the market trends, I've seen Rahu being in the Aries sign in your 11th house. You must have felt that, suddenly there will be a lot of money coming in and then it goes off also. Expenditures increase. You might just invest and then it will just, for Gemini natives, you must be feeling already. Expenditures suddenly, whatever you earned, it just vanishes. So your expenditures are actually increasing. So you should not keep liquid cash with you. You should put it in your bank or anywhere where, it can be safe and protected. So all those things you have to be actually taking care of as well. Jupiter is in your 10th house, very positive for doing the job the way you're doing and the knowledge enhancement, or maybe you are going to be actually, helping others right now. So if you are in a profession where there is a contribution required to uplift others. So this is a very positive time for you. Also, Mars is going to be in your 12th house, and this is also like foreign connections or, some expenditures, earnings and expenditures going on simultaneously. So that is something which is there, and Saturn being retrograde must have given you some relief in your health issues, but it is going to be giving you health issues once it gets direct. But thankfully, it is going to be coming out of your 8th house next year and will be permanently leaving the zone. So you definitely are going to feel better health-wise, and things are going to definitely improve in your life with this Ashtama Shani coming to an end. Gemini people are actually complaining that they have been suffering a lot with their health. And I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note. 1st to the 4th. This is the time when you will be actually investing in some major stocks and all. And there will be a lot of communication with people. You will be pumping in a lot of money in your business. Dealing with people might become very important for you, and some important meetings are there. So make sure that you do not get confused, or maybe, your presentation is perfect. So check once, twice, thrice, and then make decisions. 5th to the 15th. Now, this is the time when you might be traveling. There will be something about acquiring knowledge from the overseas people, or maybe there are some conferences, some meetings with the overseas clientele, and you will be buying some gadgets. Just try to buy before the 10th when Mercury turns retrograde. So before that, if you do it, it's positive because your Lagnesh is after all going to be actually connecting with the 12th house. So you should actually be traveling during this time, buying expenditures on cards and leaving your place and, isolating yourself or maybe going away from the place where you are living. 16th to the 18th is a very positive time. This is the time when you will be actually working on yourself. You will be maybe preparing for a presentation, working on your speech, your communication skills. You're going to be actually enhancing and improving on yourself and your relationships. So this is the time when you will be actually looking into the communication with the people who are skillful or who are actually going to be helping you in your the experts. They are the experts and they'll be helping you in the finance or in the fields of teaching. So this is a very positive time for you as well. 19th to the 23rd. Now this is the time when you can be having you will be dealing with people related to some at the place of work, some authorities, or maybe you will be having some communication gap with people. So you have to decide what you want to do. So the best is to donate. If you are not getting good results, start donating green things. If you're feeling good results, start wearing them. So consume them. All right. So donation is only made when the planet is afflicted, not giving good results. This is the basic law. Okay, so don't just keep donating unless you don't donate if you're not feeling the symptoms, negative symptoms. So if you are feeling that this Mercury is not giving you good results, you're having speech issues, communication gap and all that, then you have to start donating. Also 24th to the 26th is the time when you will be traveling. You will be actually maybe acquiring some knowledge, reading books, writing something, maintaining a journal. All that you might be doing during the 24th, 26th to the 26th. 27th to the 30th is the time you can have some communication gap, health issues, or there can be some problems in journeys and travels. So make sure that you avoid 27th to the 30th for any kind of matters related to your all this which is leading to some confusion with people. All right, so let's move on to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, you have to check my weeklies also from time to time when Moon is transiting, because Moon is your Lagnesh. So you are very emotional during this during this month, especially, any kind of decisions that you make related to your workplace in impulse or in emotions, don't get carried away. You will land up into money matters coming down. So you will land up into spending more. So that you have to be extra careful. Be more practical. If at all you have to make decisions, don't lose out on your mental setup and don't get carried away with whatever people are saying. Be more restrictive, be more conservative, rather than opening your cards and sharing everything with people and then, landing up into the trouble. So the best is that make decisions in practically, and I think your partner will be very practical during this time, or maybe some indifference or a different difference of opinion is there. But at the same time, you have Kendras, which is like full of negative influence. That is Ketu is there, Rahu is there, Saturn is there. So for Cancer natives, you have to donate something in black. You have to donate something. If at all you are feeling the fickle-mindedness, then you should donate something in whites. And Saturn being in your 7th house, you are having relationship issues, some separative tendencies, or problems at the home front, then you should donate something in black as well. Venus is going to be in your 2nd house. Sun is going to be in the 2nd house and will be transiting only in the latter half. So good for relationship, good for food, good for family. You will be following your family values, family value system, but you can go aggressive in speech because Sun is also there. But at the same time, it's a very positive time if at all you are making any financial decisions, because your Lord of the 11th is in the 2nd house. So now there is a contradiction here. There is a impact of Mars and Rahu on the 2nd house, but at the same time, your 11th Lord is in the 2nd house. So whatever you will do related to your marketing, glam industry, film industry, or you are into jewelry designing or anything which is related to artistic bent of mind, anything which is related to medical field, you are going to flourish. But rest of the people, might feel a little bit of brunt of this, Rahu affliction there. So, you might just go overboard in making money, and you forget the actual value system of yours, because Rahu is going to be also aspecting Venus by the end of the transit of Venus in the Leo sign. That is the last 2-3 days. So that's the time you have to be careful. Don't get carried away. You will get some offer from the people that you can make money, in a very easy way. But that money that comes easy goes easy as well. So you have to put a lot of hard work. Maybe, with your friends, you might be, fighting and, getting into arguments often, but they are your well-wishers. Take their help, take their advice, seek help and advice from the elders. Do the Tharpana, do the prayers for the ancestors. Jupiter is actually giving you that grace. Rahu is looking at Sun, so everybody should be doing the, rituals in the Pitru Paksha, especially when Rahu is looking at Sun till the 17th. So this is the time you should be doing the dhanams. You can donate, you can do something for the ancestors, get connected with your ancestors, pacify them. And Mercury definitely is exalted in your third house, very positive for maintaining any journal, writing books, communication with the outside world, because Mercury is also your 12th lord. Very positive time for initiation of anything which gives you elevation. Travel plans, journeys, they are going to be fruitful for you. Okay, so do all this, and maybe some litigation on cards, so that will also, you will get that judgment. Mars is looking at your 6th house. Do not pick up any kind of unnecessary argument with your relatives, because Mars is looking at your 6th house zone. Take care of your health. You will be able to combat all the health diseases that you are having right now. Saturn is also your 8th lord in the 7th. So this is also going to give your partner some health issues, or financials you have to work through as well. Your partner has to work through as well. All right. For relationship, there is a definitely, some complication you can have, because Venus is in the 8th house from the 7th. So you will have some trouble in your relationship. So don't start any relationship. Don't jump into relationship. Don't get into the separative tendencies. Also, this is not the right time. Now, I'm giving you few dates. New moon, full moon dates I've given you in the beginning part. Be careful. Do the dhanams, do the donations during the new moon, full moon time for sure, because moon is going to be also in the Leo sign, which is going to be full moon is in the Leo sign and is going to be aspected by Rahu. So do the dhanams for sure. And in the 8th house of yours is the new moon. So you have to be very careful about your health and your mental setup during that time. So those are the dates that you have to be a little extra careful, and rest I will be sharing with you my insights from time to time when you hear the weeklies. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo, Sun is going to be in the Leo sign this till the 17th, and Venus is going to be all through here. Very good time for making decisions related to your, your work. You are the authority. So be helpful. Be helpful. Don't be dominating. Don't be too authoritative, and don't be too don't expect too much from people, because what happens when you are a perfectionist yourself and Sun is already in your 1st house, the ego matters. There will be unnecessary ego clashes, but at the same time, this is also very good time for forming a connectivity with your co-workers, because Venus is your 10th lord after all with Sun. So the Lagnesh and the 10th lord, when are together and aspected by Mars, there's a lot of energy at the workplace. You can actually utilize this for improving your performance. And if you are the authority yourself, so you should actually be imparting whatever knowledge you have with people. This will give you a lot of courage also during this time. If you have to make any switch, if you have to change, you should be doing that as well. This is going to be giving you a lot of energy at the workplace, but can also be giving you aggression, and there can be conflicts with the bosses and the seniors. So just lie low and just look for a switch silently. Do not pronounce, do not announce it. All right. And Mercury being your Dhanesh, that is your 11th and the 2nd lord in the 2nd absolutely very positive for enhancing your or building on your financials. Very positive. This month it's going to be there at least, till the time it goes retrograde. If you have to make decisions regarding your parking of financials, buying property, selling property, or anything to do with your friends, communication, teaching skills, or anything to do with your stocks and shares, you can do that before Mercury turns retrograde, because Mercury is your Dhanesh. So this is for Leo natives for sure. You have to make decisions before the 10th for sure. All right. See, you have a complication there with the Ketu in your 6th house from the 10th. Remember, Ketu is in the 6th house, means you are having complications with people. You are having health issues often since Ketu has transited through your 3rd house. You are already having complications because of your work. So you're mentally very stressed out because of this Ketu in the 3rd house and in the 6th house from the 10th. So it is forming issues, but your connection with the foreigners is definitely building up. And travels, too much of traveling because of Rahu in the 12th house from the 10th. So for work related travels are increasing, and your health is deteriorating. So take care of your health. Do not lose out because of the others. Take good care of yourself so that you can do well in future and build on yourself in future as well. All right. Don't lose out because of others. All right. It's not worth it. Jupiter is also, see, there's a Bandhan yoga for your partner because Saturn is on the other side and Jupiter is here. Once Saturn leaves the 6th house, your partner is free, because then the partner will start traveling. Then the partner, because it is forming a Bandhan yoga, the Papa Kartari. It's not a Papa Kartari, but it's a Kartari yoga. Saturn is on the one side and Jupiter on the other side. So there is a likelihood that your partner is not having much movement or is restricted because of the health. So, but Jupiter is in the 8th house, so the jnana, the knowledge is increasing and wealth is also increasing. So nothing to worry. This is a temporary phase. Things will subside and get better. Not to worry about these things. All right. Very positive horoscope right now. So you have to just go ahead and build on yourself and your wealth. All right. Wealth of health as well as wealth of financials. Now I'm giving you few dates. You have to make a note of these dates when you can do things and when you should avoid. See, 1st to the 6th is a very positive time for financials, for looking up to the bosses and the seniors and any kind of change. If you have to apply for a new job, 1st to 6th is a very positive time. And for a good elevation purpose also, this is a very positive time. 7th to 10th, you have to avoid any kind of communication, heated argument. You can land up into health issues because of that, a lot of stress levels. So you have to work through that as well. 11th to the 13th is the time when you can be very emotional about your home, family, or maybe you can maybe sign a deal. Or maybe you're purchasing a property and you're signing the papers. So that is also quite likely on the 11th to the 13th, but be careful because Mercury is retrograde. So just do it beforehand. 14th to the 16th would be the time when you will be forming connectivity with your children. There can be that your children are moving away from you. They are applying elsewhere and they are going to be making some changes as well. So that's when, So that's when this 14 to the 16 specially. Okay. So in case you have to make any decisions related to competition, related to your financials, you can be a little extra cautious on the 14 to the 16th. 17 to the 19th is the time when you will be going in for some major changes in your skills, in maybe, in forming a connectivity with people, how you work through that. That is something you will be actually designing everything. You will be planning everything from the 17th to the 19th. This is the time when you should actually go in for some treatment, health issues. If you have any kind of, action that is required or any kind of decision that you have to make at the workplace, you should be doing that. Competition success is also yours. 20th to the 23rd or any kind of litigation, 17th to 19th, you will be getting some decision also, or you can file a court case as well. 20th to the 23rd is the time when you can have some ego clashes with your partner, or maybe there is a relationship waiting for you. So you're going to be proposing that person. 24 to the 26 is the time when you can have a lot of inclination to go to a temple or religious place, or go to a prayer place, or you will be performing a yagya, homam, you will be doing something related to some activity which is religiously or spiritually enhancing you. So you are going to be performing all that, but there can be that you are going to be getting clarity about the relationship, also the financials. You are going to be making decisions on the 24th to the 26th. 27th to the 30th is the time when you can have some communication gap with your father-like figures. And this is also the time when you should be performing the Tharpana or anything related to your rituals, which you will be doing with your father. So any kind of travel plans might just suddenly come up and you have to travel out. So that is also quite likely from the 27th to the 30th. But yes, this is also going to bring you name and fame. Make decisions very carefully on this day related to your father. All right. Or inheritance, I would say. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, Mercury is in your first house. You're very calculative, meticulous. Suddenly you've become very organized. And this is giving you a lot of clarity also as to what you want. Because, Mercury in Virgo is, that's why Venus debilitates here. Venus will be transiting out from the 12th house to here and will be forming a Neechbhanga also. But must remember that when Mercury is in the first house, you become very, very meticulous. You become very organized. If you have not become, so maybe in retrogression of Mercury you become. But at the same time, you will have to make decisions now related to your work, related to yourself, as to what you want. And Venus, why it debilitates here? Because Venus is not calculative. Venus is not a mathematician. So Mercury, being a mathematician, will be giving you inclination towards calculation, numbers, enhancing yourself. Maybe you're involved suddenly in your, stock market, shares and all that. Crypto, I would suggest not to, because Ketu is in your second house. Avoid. Because Ketu depletes the financials, depletes the relationship. It's in the 8th house from the 7th, health issues to the partner, all that you have to take care. But at the same time, organize yourself. Don't procrastinate. Whatever decision you have to make it before the 10th, when Mercury is in direct motion. And then it turns retrograde. When it turns retrograde, it is almost on the verge of changing signs, that is going back to Leo, but it doesn't. So you have to be very careful about your expenditure part. You might just be leaving out of the country. It's just maybe a slip between the cup and the lip. You're leaving, but you suddenly, there is a reversal. So be prepared for all these energies as well. But if you are already moving out, try moving out a little earlier. Or maybe you can book everything, all your tickets, all your visa applications, all that you can do before the 10th. I always avoid Mercury retrograde phase. It is not a bad phase, believe you me, but at the same time, I've seen glitches happening, reversals happening, people joining a job, get a very good job, good paycheck, but then once Mercury turns direct, there can be that you have to leave the job or you get another job. So all that also I have seen when Mercury is retrograde. So make decisions wisely. There are 3 planets which are going to be in retrogression in sky. So make decisions wisely. In case you have to make decisions related to your travels, related to your children, related to competition, avoid when Mercury is retrograde. Education, especially. Communication with people turns out to be miscommunication, misunderstandings come up a lot. So that's something which you have to be careful about. But Jupiter is in the Kendra. Definitely you are getting a very good support from this Jupiter. Divine grace is there. Mars is also there in your 9th house. So you might be having a lot of communication with people, but aggressively. You're working aggressively towards building your financials also. And Sun is going to be coming out of your 12th house. Venus is also going to be coming out of your 12th house. Very positive time for enhancing and building on your skills. Some name and fame on cards, and also some travel plans and connection with the authorities overseas. They might just recognize you. Okay, let's give this person promotion. Let's elevate him. Let's give him the other department. Maybe you will be changing. All right. And there can be some litigation and court case that you'll be getting the verdict easily. Suddenly, you will feel that, wow, this happened. All that is on cards this month. Saturn is in retrogression in your 5th house. Children might become very hardworking now. They'll be getting the results. They will be actually working through their, job now. They're looking on the lookout. Maybe they'll start, earning now. If they were, students, now they'll be starting to work now, and they'll be getting some good income as well. So all this is there, but take care of your health. Why? Because Rahu is there in the 8th house, not to forget. Rahu is illusion, delusion, confusion, as always I say this, because, Rahu is a smoky planet. It doesn't have any kind of identity. So what happens? You get mentally, drained, because they are the nodes of the moon, not of sun. So when they're called the nodes of the moon, that means they will impact your mind. Because something which is like mind games, something which is not visible, so you will feel those energies when Rahu is in the 8th house of yours. So take care of your health and do not make decisions. You can get entrapped in scandals. So be careful about all these energies, I would say. All right. Otherwise, it is going to be helpful in financial growth. Some overseas connectivity will be helpful. I'm giving you a few dates, make a note, and the remedies I've given in the beginning part. If you're feeling that you're not able to focus on your education, on your studies, on your work, then you should chant Ganesha chants for sure. And as it is, Ganesha is having duality, because Ganesha's head is of elephant and the body is of human. So there is a culmination energy, two energies. That is why Mercury is also, we do the Ganesha chants for especially if you have afflicted Mercury. And Mercury is also a dual planet and rules the dual signs. So that's how we connect with Ganesha. Always do the Ganesha chants if you have a weak Mercury, to enhance and build on your skills, on your intelligence. He is the Buddhi. Ganesha is the Buddhi. He gives you clarity also, and he's the Vignaharta. Pray, recite the chants, listen to the chants of his. 1st to the 4th is the time when you will be having some health issues, complications in relationships, some communication gap can be there, or you lose out on the money. You will invest, you will make money, and then you will lose. So be careful from the 1st to the 4th. 5th to the 15th, very good time. There can be that you will be traveling, you will be meeting people, you will be enhancing your education, some skills, some kind of growth prospects you are going to be working through. 16th to the 18th is the time when you can, or again, fall prey to the negative impacts of the outsiders. Maybe, you're not able to communicate what you are feeling right now with people. So this brings about a lot of negative energies from the outsiders. There can be some scandals because you said something, backbiting can happen. You said something, there can be some gossip you can get involved in, and people might just make you the target. So be careful, especially from the 16th to the 18th. 19th to the 24th, very positive time to start any discussions, presentations, or even the investments. If you have to do, you can, though I always say that when planets are retrograde, avoid. But yes, this is the time when you will be starting some new business, or maybe you will be pumping more money into your business as well, or the relationship, you'll be investing some time in your relationship also, or starting a new relationship, getting married and all. 24 to the 26th is the time when you can have some health focused so maybe you will be going into a gym or fitness regime, or maybe you're going to be planning everything, organizing everything, maintaining your diary, and you're going to be doing things which are going to enhance you as a person as well. This is also a very positive time for giving you that kind of clarity as to what people you want, what people you don't want in your life. You're going to be having a lot of energy here, and you will be doing something which is going to be giving you some, positivity as well. All right. So this is something which is for the month. And 27th to the 27th to the 30th is also the time when you can be forming connectivity with your children, starting some education, some new plans, and you're going to be going in for a new relationship, new friendships also. That is also quite likely. All right. And that's it, I think. This is what the month looks like. Okay. Coming to the Libra sign. For Libra natives, this month is a beautiful month for you till the 24th, especially. Whatever relationship issues you were having, you will resolve them. In case you were having some kind of difference of opinion with people, with the leaders, with the authorities, you're going to be coming out of that as well. You'll be getting that kind of clarity as well. This is also going to be giving you some kind of energy towards making money, enhancing your skills, creativity, innovation, and definitely friendship. You're going to be putting a lot of effort in friendship, or maybe, you're going to be connecting with people who are giving you good advice. So you have to make the best use of this transit. And your Lagnesh is in dignity as well. And you have a lot of malefic influence in the Kendra. Ketu is in the first house. Take care of your headaches, your decision making also. You can be very abrupt. Suddenly you will say something, suddenly you will change your mood. Mood swings are there because of Ketu in the first house. But yes, you have that knack, that, positive energy in you to change yourself, immediately adaptable. You're very adaptable sign. And with Ketu, there is adaptability as well as there is connection also with people. And that too in a very spiritual plane. You're going to be very helpful. People are going to be helpful as well for you. And you have a Jupiter and Mars in your, in your 6th and 8th houses, and Rahu in your 7th. So that if you are in a relationship, if you are married, or you are, marriage-like relationship, so this is giving your partner a very different approach towards life. It is actually forming a bandhan yoga. That is the Kartari yoga because of Jupiter and Mars on either sides of the 7th house. So anything related to the public, maybe you're confined, you're home confined, you're not able to do things very openly, you're restricted. So that is the approach that is actually binding you. Maybe, after Mars leaves this Taurus sign, you will feel free. You will feel that you can fly, you can do things. And that's happening for 1 month in this year. And then again, Mars will be transiting back to the 8th house of yours. Take care of your health, I repeat. When Mars is in the 8th house, it definitely gives you some kind of problems related to your financials, more expenditures on cards, and it gives you some health issues related to the blood, the nerves, the feet region or the leg region also. Because in the Artha Trikona, we have in the trine, which is the earthy signs, that is 2, 6, 10, we have planets. And in dignity, Mercury is in dignity, Saturn is in dignity. So anything related to your workplace work, you can be very aggressive over there. You will be working through the energies in a positive manner as well to enhance yourself. But with the foreigners, it's good if you connect with the foreigners. This is definitely the month when you will be traveling. You will be forming a connection with the people who are very intelligent. You don't want to connect with the people who are below your bar. You have set your bar. Now you're going to be thinking about how you can connect with people who are going to be giving you something positive, some new prospects, and some new future planning. Very positive for health also. In the latter half, you will be feeling that your energy levels are high. You're feeling charged up, and your Lagnesh is also going to be in the 12th house, forming a Neechbhanga. So you are going to be forming a good connection with people, with the female counterparts as well. But you are going to be having a lot of confused state of mind because of Ketu in the first house. You're very confused and very anxious because Ketu is not letting you do things. It's binding you. All right. Don't worry. Things are going to improve for you. Gradually, things are going to get better also with Venus going to the, in the 10th house, in the 11th house, it's definitely positive. But at the same time, you have to lie low. You have to be very, very careful about your mental setup. Don't lose your cool. Okay. Now I'm giving you a few dates. You have to make a note. First, second is the time when you can be little confused in your relationship. You might just land up into an argument, a fight, a short fight, a small fight, but you will reconcile. Don't worry. Third to the sixth is also the time when you can have some health issues or relationship issues as well. Your partner might be becoming little aggressive as well on the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. 7 to 8, positive, very positive for travels, for education, for relationship, going out for dinner, etc. You can do that on 7th, 8th. 9, 10 is the time to get connected with your co-workers at the place of work. You will be getting elevation, name and fame. You'll be actually, getting that kind of connection. You will be getting that kind of reception from people, and they will be acknowledging you as well. 11 to the 13th is also a very positive time. You might be making decisions related to your property, land, or maybe you will be buying a vehicle, or there is a possibility that you'll be investing somewhere, some parking your funds, maybe in the bank or some place where you can make money later. 14th to the 16th is the time you'll be connecting with the foreigners, bed pleasures, that house is getting active. So you will be connecting with the people in a very in a very matured and a sensible manner. So this is also the place where you would be very organized and you will be very creative. So you have to see how you can be more receptive to people and how you can maneuver yourself towards better. 17th to the 19th is the time when you can have some sudden changes in yourself, in your mental setup. In the relationship also, the chemistry and the bonding might just change. You were expecting something else happens. So that is something you have to be a little extra careful about. 17th to the 19th specifically. 20th to the 22nd is also the time when you can have a lot of inclination to make money. You will be getting connected with your family during these 2 days, and you will be seeking help and advice. You might be having inclination to have some sweets that day. So make sure that you use these days, but don't go over indulge yourself in all these things. All right, and take care of your health also during this time. It can lead to some stress levels as well. 22nd to 24th is also a very good time for forming a connectivity with your people around you. Maybe your relationship with the co-workers, that chemistry and the bonding is going to actually change. You're going to be getting that support from them. So very positive in case you are into marketing and sales, etc. So this is a very positive time as well. 25th to the 27th is also the time when you can be maybe changing place, or maybe you're going to be shifting out from the place where you are, or maybe meeting people who are going to be giving you that kind of, extending that kind of help. Maybe, some elevation on cards, you're working through your promotion, you want some elevation, and you're going to be meeting the bosses and the seniors maybe on this day. And there can be that you are going to be very matured and sensible and making decisions, especially on the 25th, 26th, 27th. And any kind of purchase of property, land, any kind of decisions you can be making during this time. 28th to the 30th is also a very good time for initiation of any romance, meeting your potential partner, or any kind of competition that you have to prepare for if you're a student native. All right. So all these are the dates. Maybe, they will not match up because no event happens on the same very day. So you can have it plus minus. So just change the dates as per your convenience and as per your horoscope. So just don't blame it on to the planetary positions, because you're born at a point where the time which is noted cannot be the exact time. Maybe it said that it is the first cry, it is the time of conception, or it's the time of delivery, seeing the head. All those actually are the reasons for the predictions failing at times. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio people, this transit of during this time is going to be very important for you, because Mars is looking at your first house. A lot of energy and a lot of planning is going on. You're going to be making decisions related to your financials now. You're going to be very charged up, and you're going to be doing things in a very proper manner. You're very bold. Some major decision making is coming through, and especially at the workplace. You're going to be deciding now what you want to do, whether you want to be in this job, you want to leave it, you want to start a new startup, you want to start a business, or you want to take loans. Anything that you have to do, this is the month. This is definitely going to be giving you all those. And it's in the Kendra after all, and looking at your first house. So it is giving you that energy, that boost, the flux of energy, as we say. And Saturn, as it is in the third house, does well as well. So this is double the power that you're getting, in your Artha Trikona. So you are going to be making money out of money, and you're going to be planning everything, how you can improve as a person as well. And your relationship, especially your relationship. Don't get aggressive. Don't go aggressive in relationship. Get aggressive in the material realms. If you want to make money, you need that aggression, that fire, right? So that fire should not burn the relationship. That's what I can say, because it's the sixth lord in the seventh house. Litigations, health, disease, all that you have to work through, because Rahu is also there in the sixth house of yours. So it is also forming a problematic relationship, but at the same time, you are going to be working through all these zones and these areas as well. How you can improve, there is a scope of improvement as well, because Mars is looking at your first house. So you are the one who has to change, not your partner. Partner is becoming very aggressive as well. But aggression should be a positive aggression. You can make money out of that aggression. We have Venus transiting through your 10th house. Sun is there. So and Sun is Digbal also. So very positive for the workplace as well. Mercury is exalted. Mercury will be turning retrograde on the 10th. So before Mercury turns retrograde, being the 8th floor turning retrograde is positive, but being the 11th of turning retrograde can be impacting your financials. So make sure that you take care of your financials and you park your funds well before the 10th. In case you have to make decisions related to your selling of the property, it's a good time, not the purchasing of the property. You are going to be traveling, any kind of travel plans, plan your itinerary beforehand, before Mercury turns retrograde. After that, of course, you can travel, but do it all before the 10th of September. Also, Jupiter is looking at your first house. There's a divine grace attached to it, children, money, financials, creativity, relationship. So this Jupiter is a saving grace. I'm not saying that we can completely write off the relationship issues that you're having because of Mars being in the 7th house, but Jupiter is a big time saving grace after all. Jupiter is looking at your Scorpio sign. So this is definitely giving that energy to you as well to do things in a positive manner. The drive is there to do things and to make everything improve towards improvement. All right, there's a scope of improvement also. Ketu is in the 12th house, so you are going to be very religiously inclined. Suddenly you are becoming very cold in relationships, but at the same time you are working through the spiritual realms of your life and also isolating gradually yourself as well. But don't get too involved in the spiritual angle, because you might just lose out on the material realms. So your partner might just suffer because of that. So take care of all those, because Ketu is in the sign of relationship. So take care of that. And I've given the remedies in the beginning part. Please do the remedies in case you are a new moon, full moon born, or you have a weak Mercury, weak Mars in your chart. So you should actually be doing those remedies I've given. So that the remedies you cannot generalize the remedies. That's why I always say seek help, seek advice from the astrologer who can guide you through rather than making decisions yourself, right? So that's something which is going to help you, okay? Also, I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note of the dates. 1st, 2nd is the time when you have to take care of your speech and relationship also. Any kind of litigation or any kind of fitness regime, if you have to start, you can initiate. Some verdict can also come on the 1st and the 2nd. Loans you can take, but at the same time, take care of your health. So follow a strict diet regime. 3rd to the 9th is the time this will give you a lot of energy towards relationship. You will be bonding either very well with your partner, or they can be that you get very aggressive in your relationship. You can be very passionate also. At the same time, the relationship can go little off the track. So to bring that relationship on track, you have to lie low, you have to mellow yourself down, you have to push yourself, especially 3rd to the 9th. I request you, do not get overboard, okay, in anything, relationship, business, partnerships, investments, family values, family relationship. You have to be a little extra careful about that, all right? 10 to the 16th is a very good time for investments, stocks, shares, but it is also a house where you can get entrapped in scandals. Something will come up, in limelight. So that you have to take care of. And this will also give you some, some energies where, you can get involved with somebody who is, physically, you're getting involved with someone. Maybe, you are in a passionate relationship, or there is a lot of creative energy also in you. 17 to the 24th is a time you can become very aggressive emotionally. There is a difference now here. You are emotional, that's different. You're aggressive, that is different. Like you combine them, warrior becoming emotional. It's like that energy. You have a lot of latent anger, latent energy, and you're not able to show it to others. So that is something which, gives you trouble. So those days, 17 to the 24th, you are in a fix. And there is a tug of war going on, whether you should be in this place or you should not be, whether you should take this decision or not. Oh my God, why the hell did I do this? All those will come up. So take care. Maybe you're traveling, you might just miss out on something, your luggage goes missing, something which is giving you anxiety can happen on the 17th to 24th. So just maybe, depending on your personal horoscope, how the placement of Mars is. So you should do the remedy beforehand. So maybe, if you're already feeling that Mars is not giving you good results, so you should start donating something in reds. So that will help you. Wear a copper thing, 25th to the 2nd of October. Now, this is a very positive time for your workplace, for making friends, for relationship. In case you are having any troubles at the workplace, name and fame, you will get all this on track. You will get better in this due course. 25th to the 2nd of October. This is a very positive time. So make the best use of, and do tell me what all happened, what all matched up in the comment section. I hope this actually, brings some clarity to you. So utilize all the transit positions. I've covered everything. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, Jupiter is in the Kendra. Nothing to worry about. See, you have a divine grace. You're having two Pancha Mahapurusha yogas forming in the Kendra as it is. So when you have this grace, you don't have to go to an astrologer. You just have to pull through, and you will feel that you're getting all the, even if you're entrapped in a problem, you're just brought out of it. Suddenly you will feel that, wow, I was in a problem. I was not confused. I was not able to make decisions. And suddenly, something just happened and everything fell in place. So that is the Jupiter and Mercury's grace in your horoscope, because Jupiter and Mercury in the dual signs actually complement each other. So here they are opposite each other. You have to just take care when Mercury goes retrograde. So don't be illogical. Don't be logical at the place of work. Don't be argumentative, because Mercury retrograde means Mars. You can become very argumentative at the place of work. Tone down, mellow down, because that will deplete your financials and your growth. It will hinder your growth. So do not get carried away when 3 planets are in retrogression. Saturn, being the ruler of your 2nd house when turns retrograde, is going to be giving you some clarity in relationships, some clarity and speed in your financial growth as well. Whatever financials you were depleting, because Saturn restricts, so it might just be helping you with the savings now. But at the same time, when Mercury goes retrograde, you have to be very careful in your relationship and also your financials. Don't make any hasty decisions as far as your wealth is concerned, your stocks, shares, investments is concerned. Be careful. Make decisions. See, sometimes what happens, we make decisions in impulse. So don't, when you have the tendency to make decisions in impulse, it's better to seek advice of the elders. Somebody who's, very sensible, or somebody who is more, efficient than you should seek advice of that person, somebody matured and an expert. So that will actually help you in balancing out things. Take advice. Rahu is transiting your fifth house. A lot of confusion in relationship. You might be feeling that you're saying something, the partner is not understanding, or there is a problems that there's some problem or the other you're facing with the partner. Ketu is in the 11th house. It depletes your friends. The friend list is getting shortened, but that is good for you because you're now coming to know who's who. You're very picky. You're very choosy. No, I don't want this person in my life. Now you are keeping that foot down. No, I don't want this relationship. I don't want to be with this person. I want to be with this person. This person is for life. In your relationship also, you're getting that. And in your financials also, you're getting that clarity. See, two malefic planets are actually spoiling your second and the 11th houses, which are the dhana bhavas. So you have to be very careful when you're seeking any kind of investments or any kind of parking your funds. You have to seek advice of the people who are experts. And you do have the divine grace. Remember, somebody will come to you. You will definitely seek help from the right people. You will get that right person in your life. Sun and Venus, as it is, are transiting your 9th house. Your luck is by your side. At least till the 17th, you have that luck enhancement. You have very powerful yogas which are forming, because being the ruler of the 6th house, being the ruler of your 11th house, even Venus is going to be transiting your Kendra. That is happening from the 24th of September, and that is going to be enhancing your work skills also. You're going to be working through the financials also well, and Venus will give you that kind of elevation that you're looking for. Any kind of change you want to make at the workplace, you can do that as well. Any kind of litigation you want to involve yourself, you can do that. Any kind of changes, travel plans you want to make, you can do that as well. Try doing it before the 10th of September. Plan everything, keep it ready with you, and then you can just do it after Mercury goes retrograde. You can even, implement any kind of things which you have to after Mercury turns retrograde if you have actually initiated it before that. All right. I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note of that. See, you have to be little careful in your relationship this month, because there is some kind of confusion that is going to be will have a lasting impact. So for that, you have to be little extra careful. All right. And 1st to the 4th is also the time when you can have that confused state of mind as well. 5th to the 15th is very positive in case you want to make any decisions related to your financials, anything to do with your, your litigation and your relatives. Maybe some relatives will help you. Some older, older generation, they will come to your rescue. Take their help, take their advice. In case you are having some complications, it's because Saturn and Ketu are, especially financial complications, is because Saturn and Ketu are in your Dhana Bhavas, wealth planets, wealth houses. So that you have to be prepared for. But Jupiter is there, Mercury is there, forming Panchamahapurusha Yoga. Don't worry, everything will be fine. I can give you in writing. I can be rest assured, everything is going to be fine. Okay. Then 16th to the, 16th to the 18th is the time when you can actually start some new business, or maybe, put in some money into your education, learn, enhance your skills. 24 to the 26th is the time when you can have some kind of communication gap with people. You can maybe, do things which are going to be giving you some kind of issues in your communication skills, or maybe you're writing, you have to rewrite, you're starting with a book writing, and you're publishing, or anything to do with media and all. It can be scandalous. When Mercury goes retrograde, that also is a part of the game. This thing comes automatically, when media suddenly starts giving away all the negative news, or maybe the scandals come up, and the mudslinging happens. All that will happen. Business, trade, commerce, they all suffer when Mercury is retrograde, but it's not completely negative. Believe you me, it's going to give you very good results also. You will meet people, or you will meet your past during this time. Visit it and revisit it, and then, make decisions. Also on the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Now, this is the time when you will be working through your financials well, your family values, your family, your culture. You will be meeting your people, and you will be planning everything meticulously. That's a very positive time as well. And I request you to do the Ganapati chants, the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya chants, because Jupiter is in the Kendra as well. So do the Vasudeva or the Ganesha chants. That is going to actually help you. Okay. Do the remedies that I've given you in the initial summary part also, and make a note of the dates, and do write in the comment section if something matched up or if something did not. Do remember that no event takes place on the day of the transit, because we don't have the right kind of time of birth. Okay, so it can never match up. It's a general predictions. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. For Capricorn natives, Saturn, your Lagnesh is in the first house, and there is a lot of workload which is increasing every day, and there's a lot of frustration building up. I know Capricorn people are not able to get what they want, because Saturn is in the first house, Ketu is in the 10th house, Rahu is in the 4th house. A lot of confusion at the work front, home front, a lot of problems at the work front, because you don't feel up to it. You're putting so much of effort and it's not paid off. How do you feel? You're just going on doing and doing and giving and giving, and suddenly, you feel that at the end of the day, oh, I am going empty-handed. How will you feel? So that's what is happening with you. And there is no divine grace. You feel that there's no divine grace. But remember, the luck is going to shine now, because Mercury is in your 9th house, being the 9th ruler. So this is going to give you that kind of elevation soon. Your hard work will not go down the drain. It will be paid off. Don't worry. Things are going to get better with time. Before Mercury turns retrograde, use what you can. Utilize this time in case you want to go in for investments, travels, journeys, meeting people, lining up your meetings, all that you can do. And in case you have to make any decisions related to your financials, related to your relationships also, this is the time. Maybe with your relatives, you will be connecting, your relatives are going to flourish. This is going to be giving you a lot of energy and focus also. You should actually be doing the Ganapati chants also, and you should be doing something about pacifying your Saturn energy. So you should donate something in blacks. You should wear some kind of iron, ring maybe, that will also subside the negative energies that you're going through. And also there is a possibility that you are going to be meeting some influential people this month. Some influential people you're going to be coming across. There will be some connections which are going to enhance because of your father-like figure. Maybe you will be meeting some people who are very influential. Sun, when comes out of after the 17th from the 8th house, you will be meeting people. There are certain scandals which you can get entrapped in. So do not get into any kind of controversy, especially the female counterparts, because there can be that, because the 10th Lord is in the 8th house, and that's Venus. So you can be becoming very scandalous, or you can be, having some relationship which is behind the scenes, and this can come up, and it can be ruining your, it can sabotage your image. So do not get carried away, and just lie low, I would say, in your physical relationship, or the relationship which are on the side, apart from the mainstream relationship. So that is something you have to be taking care of. Mars is in your 5th house, a lot of energy for the children, student natives. In case you have to make any decisions related to your work, you can be doing that. You have to change your place, you have to change your you have to buy some property, all that you can do, but Rahu energy will give you confusion. So recheck the papers well, do it before the 10th, and plan everything well, because, this will give you a lot of energy also, and it will actually take away your energy also if you don't utilize this transit well. The Mars is transit in the Taurus sign. So in your relationship, you can, with your family members, you have to work through, and your financials also you have to work through when Mars is in the Taurus sign, rather than getting very aggressive in your speech and just expecting others to behave the way you wish to. Then things will otherwise not be favorable. But yes, for student natives, it's a very good time for progeny purpose. In case you want to plan your progeny childbirth, that is something you have to go in for the treatment, because Mars in the 5th house gives that complications in your in the childbirth also. So take care. Otherwise, it's a good time that you're heading to, because of the sun coming out of your 8th house also. All right. When sun is in the 8th house, I've seen generally people go through some problem or the other related to the health or making decisions. So make sure that you take care. I'm giving you few dates. Make a note of that and make decisions accordingly. Okay. So you see, you have to be careful. Leo sign is active, so 8th house is active, Saturn is there. So there is a lot of maybe some health issues that you're going through. So you have to take care of that as well. And in case you have to make any kind of decisions related to your financials, you have to be careful as well. All right. And there is a likelihood that you will go overboard in your investments. So take care. 1st to the 4th is the time when you should be avoiding all that. Communication can be, you can give you some confusion, and maybe, with your family members, you can fight and, argue and then go. 5th to the 15th is a very positive time for the student natives, also for the people who are actually getting involved in anything related to, their education, line of education. They're going to be meticulously planning everything, and they're going to be doing well. And it is also very positive for planning your travels also, from the 5th to the 15th. 16th to the 18th is the time when you can maybe, you signing the documents and you make some mistakes. You're preparing your presentation and there is something which is missing. So all that you have to plan well. Do it once, twice, thrice, and then, decide. You're decorating your house, you're redoing your place, and then, you have to go back and, something is amiss. So you have to redo it. So all that can be there when from the 16th to the 18th. 19th to the 24th is a very positive time for striking a conversation with your bosses, with your seniors, your co-workers, your family members, siblings, classmates, teachers. All that is definitely going to be positive. Short journeys. You can plan your journeys also during this time. And 24th to the 26th is also again very positive for financial growth, connecting with your family members. Very positive. In case you want to make any decisions related to your own self, related to your marriage, meeting new people, 27th and till the 30th is a very positive time. Get connected with people in a very mature and a sensible manner, and you will be able to make decisions related to your workplace also positively. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, Saturn is transiting your Ganesha is transiting the 12th house. Connection with the foreigners, some business related to the foreign land, or meeting people who are, settled in the foreign land. So this is something which is quite possible, or you yourself leaving the country and staying in the foreign land is also quite likely, because the first lord is gone to the 12th house. So that's something which is very positive, but expenditures are rising, dear. You have to be very careful about your expenses, because you are not able to manage them well, or maybe, your luck is not siding you. You're putting a lot of effort, but it's just going down the drain. You're trying to, you're trying to do things the way you plan, but, it just falls apart. Thankfully, the best part is your Dhanabhava Lord is in the 2nd house. So this is going to be a very big time support system. Support system could be from the foreign land, from your father, from the father-like figure, or maybe, somebody who is very matured and sensible. So you're forming that kind of connection with people who are helping you out also. Seek the help of or advice of the elders or the experts, especially when it comes to your financials. This is the month when you will be planning everything well, and you will be having Mercury retrograde also. So when Mercury is turning retrograde after the 10th, things are going to get better, because Mercury is in exaltation sign in the 8th house. So when Mercury turns retrograde, things are going to get better for you related to your financials, but you have to take care of your speech. Maybe, if you're planning your children. So that is something you have to be careful about, but it is going to be giving you some investments, some growth, and definitely this retrograde phase is turning out to be positive for you, because it is the Purva Punya sign lord also in the 8th house. So stocks, shares, crypto, whatever you're doing already, you should be actually working through that, and you will get successful also. Mars is transiting your Kendra, being the ruler of your 3rd house. So this is very good time for purchasing a property. If you want to sell property, buy property, land, vehicles, anything to do with your mother's checkups, if you want to go in for some health issues of your mother, any kind of conversation you have to strike with people, change of place, all that is on cards and very positive. And also, you have to be little careful in your relationship. You can be very argumentative. You can lose cool, or your partner can lose cool often. So this will bring about a lot of variations and difference of opinion with your partner. But overall, I think this is a very positive month for a couple of things, because you have Sun in your Kendra, Venus in your Kendra also, which is bringing about a lot of sexual urge, sexual desire also. Once Sun leaves the zone, Venus is independent, you will become very physically charged up, or your partner will become very charged up as well. There's a Neechbhanga which is going to form when Venus transits through the 8th house. I'll make a separate video of the same as well. But Venus will be leaving the Kendra and transiting your 8th house. Take care of your health at that time. Maybe it can increase your financial growth for the partner, especially. It will enhance the relationship also, and you will become more physically charged. But Ketu being in the Libra sign in the 9th house, travel plans might just backfire. So take care of your travel plans. Religious ceremonies, you should be involving yourself in religious activities, religious ceremonies. This will definitely have, you will have the inclination towards doing all those activities more. Some homam, some danams, you can do all that, and you will gain that peace also. But at the same time, when Ketu is in the 9th house, the luck is actually not by your side. That's the reason you're not able to utilize the potential that you have. But don't worry, things are going to get better with time. All the planets are going to be in dignity one by one, and you will gain the strength gradually. Mars is going to be in the Kendra for a longer period, so this is going to be making you emotionally attached to your family as well. All right, don't lose your cool. I'm giving you a few dates, make a note, and utilize this transit. You use this transit towards the maximum. First, second is the time when you can be more communicative with people, but there can be some confusion also, but short journeys also are on card. If at all you are wanting to write some book or anything, planning everything related to your writing skills, or if you're into medical profession, so all that is definitely positive. 3rd to the 6th is the time when you can have some plans to buy or sell property, or maybe you can be going in for some major changes in your looks, in your in your environment. Maybe you bring a bookshelf for yourself, or maybe you change the tapestry, or as it is, we're heading to Diwali, people are working through their decor, so maybe you're going to be doing that. Selling and purchasing of property is also on cards. Also on the 7th to the 7th, 8th, this is the time to connect with your partner romantically, maybe taking the partner out for dinner, or maybe connecting with your children, or planning your progeny. That is also on cards. Very creative. These 2 days are very creative. And 9th, 10th, of course, there can be some fitness regime that you're going to be following, some kind of planning that you're doing about your workplace, your travels. You're going to be actually planning everything meticulously. So this is going to be very favorable for you. And 11th to the 13th is the time when you can be meeting a new partner, getting married, meeting a potential partner, or proposing to that person you have been dating, or they can be that you start a new business. 11th to the 14th to the 16th is the time you have to be careful about the scandals. They can be that you get involved with somebody and you get caught, or maybe there is a scam that you get involved in and you get caught. There is a crime which is not caught is not a crime, which is caught is a crime, though it's a crime. But you have to be very cautious. If you are committing such things, you have to be very careful during this time. First and the foremost is don't commit it. If you do, because there are all sorts of people, if we say don't do it, they still do it. So if you are doing it, so just make sure that 14th to the 16th is not a favorable and conducive time for you. 17th to the 19th is the time when you can be traveling, and there can be some troubles while traveling, or you can have complications in your visa, or maybe some PR work, or maybe some, you lose your luggage. So all that can bring about anxiety to you. It's good if you can get connected with the goddess, if you can pray goddess Lakshmi, goddess Durga during this time, it's very positive. And as it is, we are heading to the 9 nights of the goddess. So you do pray, to her, and she will take away all your miseries. 20th to the 22nd is the time when you can be forming connection with your female counterparts at the place of work. They'll be helping you, you'll be growing, and you will be actually helping them out as well. So for a good bonding is on cards, some elevation at the place of work also, or maybe you will be getting that acknowledgement or accolades or some kind of promotion. You'll hear a good news. 22nd, actually 20th to the 24th is a very good time. If at all you have to make any changes during this time, work related, you can. And if you want to meet a potential partner, this is also a conducive phase at the place of work. 25th to the 27th, some connection with the foreign lands, travels is on cards, or sexual desires might increase. 28th to the 30th is the time when you will be making some changes in your looks, hairdo. Good if you do it during this time. Donate something which actually helps you improve your your looks, and you should actually perfume yourself well, and you should, because Saturn is in the 12th house, so you should actually shave. If you're a man, you should shave every day. If you are a female, then you should dress up well, go to a beauty salon, or just, I don't go to a salon, but in case you have to do something, you should actually be improving on your looks and your self, how you can the upkeep, basically, if you're not keeping yourself well. All right, that's not good. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, Jupiter is in your first house. What a beautiful placement. Now here it is retrograde. So whatever you were feeling before the retrogression of Jupiter, now it has actually minimized. So what is happening? You are not able to get the results, or you're getting good results. These two can be there because you have Jupiter before Jupiter getting retrograde phase, and after Jupiter turning retrograde. So it depends how your Jupiter is in your horoscope, in your personal chart. If at all it's a retrograde, it has the potency to give more results right now. Saturn is retrograde. Mercury is also going to turn retrograde. So there is a lot of energy in the Kendra for you. Very positive, because two Pancha Mahapurusha yogas are forming. Good for relationship, good for financial growth, good for religion, good for religious activities, and to enhance your knowledge. In case you're thinking of forming a connection with your children, very positive. Education, for overseas education possible, and meeting people from the overseas is also likely. You are having problems in financials because of Saturn in the 11th house and Rahu in the second. So what is happening? It is giving you the energy. It is giving you what exactly is you see, you go offbeat. Sometimes what happens, you get chance, you're not able to make money, so whatever chance you get, you just want to take it up. Whatever opportunity you get, you take it up. So that is what is happening with this Rahu energy in your second house. But Jupiter is in the first house, so do not get carried away in your decisions related to your financials. Don't make wrong decisions, because you have the potency to take wrong path. Jupiter is restricting you, Saturn is restricting you, but Rahu isn't. Rahu eclipses the sun and the moon. So you can imagine how powerful is the Rahu energy in the second house. Your speech becomes very bitter. At times you speak with people in such a manner that it is very hurtful. So you have to be very careful about all these energies also, because it comes back to you. The negative will come back to you more. Remember, the positive energy is the saving grace, but Rahu energy is not good. So you have to be very careful about your financials. You have to be worried about your health also, and your partner's health, because it's the 8th house from the 7th. So take care of your financial as well as your relationship. And Mars is looking at your 6th house also. So this can give you litigation. In case you are involved in any litigation, it is going to get clearance. Relationship with your with your siblings, might improve, or the siblings are going to do well because it's the fourth house from your siblings' house. Siblings are flourishing because Venus is in and Sun is in the fourth house from there. So your siblings are going to do well. Your relationship with your siblings is going to improve, and they might just bring in the growth prospects for you as well. They might contribute in the growth prospects of yours. Panchama Mahapurusha Yoga because of Mercury also in this in the Kendra. So you're actually working through your financials, your business, your investments, trade, commerce, travels, all that is on cards, and it's in favor of yours as well. In case you have to make any kind of connection with the foreign land, or you want to change the place where you are, so this is also going to be giving you upliftment, and there is a likelihood that you're going to be changing or switching your job as well during this month. Very positive. If you want to take decision, take it before the 10th of September, because Mercury is turning retrograde. 3 planets retrograde in the sky is definitely a lot of energy. They are the closest to the earth. They are going to be giving you results which are going to be quick. So they actually expedite whatever results, good, bad, ugly, it's going to aggravate, and it's going to be prompt. So you can make decisions. Ketu is in the 8th house, Sun in the 6th house, Papa Kartari. It is giving you and your partner, maybe, it's restricting you, or maybe you're not moving out much, you're just home confined, your partner is not well, or your financials are not that smooth. So you're not able to go out for, for travels or something, which is like leisure travels, you're not going to be taking up because of your financial losses. But at the same time, this is giving you a lot of time to contemplate things, acquire knowledge. Maybe you're at home and you're learning, and you're, writing some book, or you're just enhancing your skills. That is also one of the way, because of Jupiter energy in your first house. So you can be actually really very good for, your own growth, self-growth. So utilize this transit. Saturn is also looking at this Jupiter, very positive for enhancing your knowledge. It's giving you that opportunity as well. So use it and make the best use of the Jupiter's energy in the first house as well. All right, do the remedies that I've given you, giving you the dates now. Do what you can on the dates that I'm giving you. 1st to 4th is the time when you have to be careful about your earnings, your relationship with your family members. You will get money on these dates also. 5th to the 15th is the time when you can be having some communication gap with your siblings. You have to be very cautiously speaking anything you have to. And it can also give you some travels. So make sure that everything is intact, your visa, your passport, your belongings, your luggage. Be careful about that. Also, it is going to be giving you some connection with your co-workers. You might be getting a little argumentative. Do not be illogical. Make the best use of your intellect. Don't let go of it. 16th to the 18th is the time when you can have some confusion at home with your own family members. 19th to the 23rd is the time when you can be working through your, your skills, your persona, your communication skills, your language. Maybe you're improvising on yourself. You are going to be into that zone where you are an interpreter or a translator, or things like that can also happen. And from the 24th to the 26th, you might be traveling, you might be spending on the electronic gadgets, or maybe you're going to be joining some educational institution. If at all you're a student native, you're going to be joining a university. 27th to the 30th is the time when you can have some plannings related to your financials, meeting your friends. Maybe they'll be guiding you through. Maybe there are certain things which you're going to be starting during this time, some good news coming your way. 1st to the, then comes the next month. So this is what the month looks like. And also, I have seen people, feel that the things are not happening the way I have been predicting. So the forecasts are not matching. It's because, we are born, you must understand that we are born with some zodiac sign. And the time of birth can be, in the classic text, it's mentioned that it is at the time of conception. Some take at the time when the head is visible. Sometimes it is for people take the first cry. So you know what happens? The time of birth is not accurate. So that is the reason no event will take place or will match 100% on that particular date that I've mentioned. It can so happen that plus minus 1 week, plus minus day or two. It depends, what event, what planet we are talking, because slow moving planet will not give you the results in a day. Okay, moon will. So the lagna changes every 2 hours. So we have to see all that and then we have to come to the conclusion. So please be a little more open-minded when you're deciding about the events and when you're taking these predictions. And also see it from all the angles, ascendant, moon, dasha, antardasha. Make that your first house. Suppose Jupiter is in Virgo. So make Virgo your first house if you're running through the Dasha of Jupiter. Maybe you're in Jupiter, Venus, you're in Dasha of Jupiter and Venus. That's a longer period. So you have to make Venus's sign also your first house and see. So then you will come to the clarity. Okay. So do enroll in the course that I'm going to be lecturing on, so that, you get a little more clarity, because it's on advanced predictive techniques. So you will be able to get a lot of clarity there. All right. So do the remedies I've given in the initial summary part, and I'll be doing the timestamp soon. All right. Stay blessed and have a great September month, everyone. Om Tat Sat.